We couldn't reach the pedal, so Dad ran the gas.
Okay, come on in, Donnie.
It's a memory of mine that will always last.
Well, here we are this week, in another week in the Breezeway, out at good friend Donnie Toms.
Steve, nice to see you again. Steve, nice to see you again.
Well, a good friend of ours.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Now, why don't you tell about your friendship over the music? Because
myself?
Yeah, you're with Beebs and this.
Well, I was raised up with old country music, and my parents hang around with Steve's parents, and everything always revolved around music and friendship and partying. And we loved each other, and so that's where I got into the traditional country music. I loved it. I've always loved it. It's so clean and it's so nice, and I'm so glad that my friends continue to carry that on.
You got a good one there with the music that he's got, because it takes me back too.
Oh yeah, yeah. And he tells the story. I love that song. Well, that's actually one of my favorite songs of all time, just because it basically tells a story about the way things were. And it would be great to bring things back like that again, but we can't. Even in country music today, if you're listening to the radio, it's pop country basically. It's not fun. It's not telling a real story. I don't see any.
I call it fabricated.
Yeah, I don't see any truth to it. You're absolutely right. Fabricated is a good word, but I don't see any truth to it.
Yeah. I know Steve's got some good ones. Now, I'd like to bring up this radio station here. Donnie listens to a 2-hour show every Sunday. So,
yeah.
Well, yes, we all have.
We're starting to be traditional.
Yes.
Listen to this religiously. This here is WNMC 90.7 FM. It's a show out of Traverse City, Michigan, and it's the host Ben Hamper. He's a great guy. He used to work in GM years ago in the States. He wrote a book, and if you want to hear the whole story about how I got to be friends with him, was basically I read his book and I looked for him on Facebook and commented about how much the book meant to me, because I work in GM also, and I asked him to be my friend, and then I see he's a host of a traditional country show, and I said, well, I love traditional country music, and it's on every Sunday from 10 until 2.
And we're going to post
the link on the
page.
It's 10 till noon, I'm sorry. It wasn't 10 till 2, it's 10 till noon. Yeah. And he's a great guy. I finally got the nerve up, because my favorite CD in the world is this one here from this guy right here. And so I finally got the nerve up to send the CD down to Ben. Asked him if I could send it to him. He sent me his address, which was great. And he messaged me back, and he said, I'm going to be playing Steve on the show this weekend. And since then, he's played him 3 times, and it's just amazing to listen to. It is. It's great. And
well, why don't we hear one of them?
Well,
all right. 64 Beaumont with a 283. First car that let us drive, my brother and me. We couldn't reach the pedals, so Dad ran the gas. It's a memory of mine that will always last. Cruising the back roads around Gardenville, looking for a fishing hole. Oh, what a thrill to catch some fish for supper and take them on home with an old 8-track player playing George Jones. And I wish I could go back to those carefree days when Monty and Bill never got in the way, and all us kids got together to play. And I wish I could go back to those carefree days. On Saturdays we'd go to the Gilmore's farm to cut wood for the winter or put hay in the barn. And when the day was over and the work was all done, we'd head for the kitchen and have us some fun. How come the guitars and the mandolin, Miss Audrey on her fiddle would join right in. Lord, I wish I could go back, relive those days again, when it seemed like the night would never end. And I wish I could go back to those carefree days when Monty and Bill never got in the way, and all us kids got together to play. And I wish I could go back to those carefree days. Now that I'm older and my hair's turned gray, yeah, my memory still takes me back to those carefree days. Awesome. Had a few tears there. Brought back a lot of memories.
And the one you did on the on your CD there, it was with Flats and Scruggs. But
Yeah.
it was good too, because I mean, you
Yeah.
still mixed it up because you probably, I know you
I got
you just listen to both, and it's
Yeah, the second
decent the way-
version, yeah, I did more of a bluegrass style.
Yeah, I like them both. Hey, how you?
So Donnie, what's a man to do in this area, this way of the countryside here?
Well, I'll tell you right now, probably a lot of the reason that I love the country music so much is all of these people that keep surrounding around here are all into country music, and they're all great players, and we're so lucky to be able to have these people around, like these three guys here.
On
Steve
the edge
just-
of the Ganaraska too, we are.
Yeah, we got the trees all around, but you know, it's like when you hear a banjo, you start to worry. But no, we got Steve just called them the Three Stooges. Now these guys aren't stooges. Eh? Steve is only joking. This is Steve Brackey. He's a great musician. My neighbor that lives right next door to
Former
me.
member of the Breezeway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve Brian Martin. He's played on the Breezeway too. He lives right next door to me, so obviously I got talent all around me. And Daniel Eagleson here. He's an up and comer. He's really good.
You're not
And
kidding there. And you're
he's
busy,
a
AJ.
great musician and singer, and I'm so lucky to be surrounded by these people.
Why
I
don't we
feel
have
lucky
you,
right now.
Jake, why
I
don't you
can't
tell us
carry
about
a
this
tune in a bucket.
competition that you're in, if you don't mind, before you play a song?
Well, it's called the Hoedown Showdown, and it's held in Aurora, Ontario. I was first initially top 40, and I was nervous as the dickens.
How many started? Was there like 100 yours?
Oh, I have no
Or
idea.
hundreds?
It could have been. I don't know.
Yeah.
It might have just been 40.
So you made the top 40. You
Yeah.
made the top 40, sorry.
And then now tonight I just found out I made the top 20, so
Oh,
I was
great.
scared
Good for you.
initially going up, but I'm a little more scared. But we'll see how
Well,
it
we've
goes.
been keeping an eye on you on Facebook. I mean, you're getting busy.
A little bit.
And there's a little Moose tells me stories here and there with Jade's too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sure.
Why don't you play one for Donnie?
All right. Well, this is a song that I wrote. It's actually sang on the Breezeway before. If you look at the other episodes, and while you're streaming through there, check out everyone else that's been on there. This is called "What the Girls Don't Know."
This man here was always true to you. I'm good for the walking, not for the talking. Sometimes you may get the wrong beat. Them girls may be looking and I may be cooking, but baby, just realize I'm your man. This man here's always gonna be true. Don't make much sense. Let's think this way. Everything's out here and it's different on what you say. If I can and if I may be, please let me be your man. Them girls may be looking and now may be looking, but baby, just realize I'm your man. This man here's always gonna stay true. And you can't say all you want. Let's see what it do. Realize I love you. Them girls may be looking and I may be good, but baby, just realize I'm your man. This man here will always stay true. Hey.
All right. Yeah. Well, go ahead, Steve.
Well, I
You
was just
were
going to say, Donnie, you got any requests? Anything
Well,
that's-
Well, you know what? I was down at the Beeb's birthday party down there in the Breezeway before, and you played a couple of songs that were so touching. They were just like they told like a whole story, and they weren't like fast songs or anything like that. And I don't know the names of these songs, but I'm sure that you can remember one or two of those songs that you
It's
do,
when you don't- when
and
you
I'm
don't-
really impressed with the way that it sounds. It's
Sometimes
great.
you got to do some talking songs. If you
I
can't
love
sing
the
them, eh?
I love the talking songs too. They tell a story, you know.
Well, one of the oldest talking songs that I know is a Hank Snow song. That's about a couple of hobos that are pretty good buddies. So, and if you know what I mean, good buddies would do this for each other. But in the Dodge City yards of Santa Fe, instead of freight made out for the east, the engineer and his oil and waste was grooming the great iron beach. While 10 cars back in the empty box along the hobo side, and of days of old, Miss Cold was taking his last long ride. Well, Leonard swung and the freight broke out, the engineer gathered speed. The engineer pulled the throttle wide, clutched to his fiery steed. While 10 cars back in the empty box, the hobo rolled uphill. And the flare of the maestro's partner's face started white and deathly still. As the train wheels clicked on a couple of joints, a song for the rammer's ears. And the days of old, Miss Cold was taking his last long ride. For a mighty long time we've rambled, Jack, with the luck of men that roam, with a back door steps for a dining room and a boxcar for a home. Now we dodged the bulls on the eastern route, and the cops on the Chesapeake. Traveled the Lidville narrow gauge in the days of Cripple Creek. Now we drifted down through sunny Cal on the rails of the old SP. All you had, good and bad, half belonged to me. Now you made me promise to you, Jack, if I lived and you cashed in, I'd take you back to the old churchyard and bury you there with your kin. Well, I haven't the money to send you there, so I'm taking you back on the fly. It's a decent way for a boy to go home to the by and by. And I knew that fever had you, Jack, and that doctor just wouldn't come. He was too busy treating the wealthy folks. The doctor wore out alone. In the Dodge City yards of the Santa Fe, still afraid to get out for the east. And the engineer and his oil and waste was grooming the great iron beast. While turning cars back to the empty mines on the hobo side. In the days of old, his pals of gold was taking his last long ride. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, thanks, dude. That's great.
And tonight's beer is brought to you by
Sammy Davis, my Uncle Ken, Tom, we like to call him Sammy Davis, and Freddie Warner is bringing her to stage, man.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks,
man.
Sammy.
Hey.
Appreciate it. Look at the
my
camera
first
there
one
and
today.
say,
Yeah.
yeah, there you go. See you
My
later.
first one.
Yeah.
I don't like beer in hot weather, so usually I
I
don't.
know
But
that.
this is my first one. But
At all, do they?
no,
Beer and hot weather?
thanks a lot, Fred. You keep me hydrated.
Thank you, Sammy. You're a bad influence on me, and I appreciate it.
Hey, Jade. Do you got any up and coming gigs you'd like to give a shout out to?
Well, with you at on the 20th there.
Very good. We're down there for the Highway of Heroes.
Yep.
We're going to do the monument. There's lots of great entertainment down there.
At a great cost.
Yeah. And then Beebs, the next day we're on our way to
Blackstock, Musicians Cornrows.
Yep. And then we're going to end up down at Gary Warner's down at on
Yeah, the
September
auction
1st,
barn on the
on the auction barn. Okay, boys. This about we're going to get into a little bit of partying here after this segment. So
That sounds like fun.
till next week in the Breezeway, keep your beer on ice.
And your stick's handy for poking them toads.
Dried them toads up.
Oh yeah, they're great.
Got a good one home on out home. Who thinks I do no wrong? Sometimes, Lord, she just ain't always around. And you know that's when I fall. I can't help myself at all. I need to get away from bed, hellbound. Songs about a ragged man, but I pour on in my head, 'cause you know I love to get drunk and hear country sound. Don't you play, I'm so lonesome I can cry, 'cause I'll get all balled up inside. All I need to get whiskey bent, hellbound. Okay. Sure enough, I found clothes and pine. I'm stoned out of my mind. And I ended up with some honky tonk special I found. Just as sure as it's more sun, thinking of my sweet girl at home. I did get whiskey bent, hellbound. I mean some songs about a red man. Oh, Jim Beam in my hand. 'Cause you know I love to get drunk and hear them guitar sound. Don't you play, I'm so lonesome I cry, 'cause I crawl all up inside. I did get whiskey bent, hellbound. You know, Hank songs always make me feel low down. Oh yeah, let's give a big hoop. Yeah. Let's give
Oh,
it a
yeah!
Jack Daniels way.